The pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. To think there would be a technique to...
Back again, I see. Could it be you've decided to... I'm grateful for your trust. Mayhap not soon as 'twere, but I'll see it done all the same. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a...
Sir Sara is apprenticed to the legendary dwarven blacksmith. There's no doubt in my mind that she will succeed.
I'm grateful for your mayhap not...
What say we stop by the smithy and see whether Sir Sara has made any progress with the regalia sword? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way. This might be worth a read.
Welcome, and well met.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Fie. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying. 'Tis entitled, On the Trance, a curious tome this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my... Yet 'tis most vexing. For the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my hands on a quince, they're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. I must keep reading.
I've heard quinces are native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
Well met. Sounds too bright for me.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
I'll take any chance not to think on my forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Batal is not a friendly place for pawns.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I have a task that requires someone of your skill and discretion. Some days ago, if Her Majesty was he may seek to and so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch my deepest thanks? Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. Empress Nadinia's life is in...
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
shift's only just begun.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Yes, take it easy today. I think they're acting up. Some decent sleep. Wonder if there's any easy work this time to it.
Interested in my wares?
I can't live my whole life with her on my shoulder. Whoever's my replacement seems like boot up.
If we've the item in hand, we ought not keep the recipient waiting.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I knew it to be so. Good. We're here.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the...
Shall we follow, Master?
Look as long as you please. Is there naught being done to make safe the roads? Do come again.
Can I spend my life? Wait for
This place fills me with unbidden remembrances.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can... At least I go knowing I fought...
I happen to understand Elvish, I fear your party will be diminished.
There are worse things. Twas just as a good sleep does wonders.
Well met. Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table. Surrounded by winches on all sides. All's well, I trust.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty's we would, however, prefer that this Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now.
O lambent flame.
I'm running low on. I've got to make room for my next shipment. Focus. My head will roll if force goes awry.
We ask that all be spared the horrors. We ask that and we ask that a day may come when...
What do you want? Suppose you're all right.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's have you located the rogue?
No more!
So that's our brig... No!
Your Majesty! We must... Forgive me, Your Majesty.
The Empress.
Such a dreadful thing.
To think, even with the Arisen at her side, we could not safeguard Her Majesty. The events of this day threaten to sour. Nay. Now is not the time to falter, but however, someone must answer for this, and as the plan to entrap Her Majesty, oh, Empress, would that you were still with...
The Empress is...
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as... well?
Don't know what I'd do if this officer comes. I'll do it.
This is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus. Delighted to meet you. Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome...
Master, I vow to weigh my every word.
I...
Forgive me for last night's scuffle.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild.
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty's we would, however, Empress Nadinia shall commence her...
O lambent flame.
Who are ye supposed to be? Fine.
Apprehend him at once! Nicely done.
Oh,
The brigand has been We owe this outcome to...
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is... The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering now that a measure of peace is returned to us. However, you may. The curative...
Very well, my lady.
Grateful are we for your...
Well met. My sincerest gratitude for protecting the Empress.
Grateful are we...
I'm not risking my life for a...
What to do? What to do?
Days like this make...
You are the Vermundian in Her Majesty's good graces, aye? Forgive my... A friend of mine has moved house, leaving her former abode unoccupied. To be blunt, you see, I have reason to believe a group of individuals who bear the Empress ill will seek a high... Thus, to have a trusted... Besides, aught tells me such ne'er-do-wells would have a hard time settling in with you there. What say you? I cannot fault your hesitation.
Good to see you, Master.
Will this take long? I want to be...
Could you come over here?
Oh!
Well, you'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading. Which brings me to a curious point, What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grim... 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is not... But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no... I implore you. All I want is to give my family a decent life. The life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as...
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
Let me think on that a while.
I've ne'er seen this sort of craftsmanship. Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made... The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why the... If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to... If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in mag... 'Tis hardly e'er used, since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems it will take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Sir Sarah is up to the task.
That's just what I was thinking. What say we stop by the smithy and see whether Cesar...
Knowing that the pattern's on... Suppose I'll sleep on it. Suppose I'll sleep on it. Mayhap the answer'll come to me.
Batal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
I've remarked that myself. They revere Her Majesty with all their hearts. And Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said...
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back, Racer. Seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg...
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? It is a quandary indeed.
What ought we to do? Or better yet, what can we do?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to...
I know precisely when a curative is needed.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to It will be an honor to serve...
Very loose beast I have, mine. Enough to make you rich.
Well met. Hold up.
A customer then. That changes things. You're the one who brought that regalia sword here in the first. It's that fool apprentice of mine. I have knowing her, she skipped off to the mountain base cave on Volcanic Island to try her. It's the only place with it. Since you're the one who inspired this nonsense, you'd best and bring her back in one piece, lest I ring my hammer against that hollow shell you call a skull. What are you lazing about? Get to the mountain base camp.
Sir Sarah has gone to the mountain base cave alone. It sounds a perilous place. We ought hasten to her side. I know the way. Follow me.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that wind go to waste.
Drenched!
Indecision makes for our doom.
disposal.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. We pulled through in the end. For a moment there, I feared we would not.
Of course, the fight would have been lost without you, Arisen. You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more? Do my eyes deceive me? Or have our foes multiplied? It'll never be done at this rate. Impressive, Master!
Not like that, and all we've done here soon enough.
A resounding success.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
A fine thing, this. 'Tis almost as though it were placed here for our benefit. Faster!
Bolt of lightning will soon see this fiend fly. Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
What I can do for you?
We've quite the combination of vocations in our party. No two are alike.
That is most fortuitous.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what...
Strike with the power of lightning! Right, hand over all the points now.
Point in your purse now.
Take the rest. Hold it! Witness my magics!
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Are you certain you can manage it? Long shot.
I shan't let you get away. I shan't let you get away. I shan't let you get away. Oh!
Rather large for spiders.
Untamable as far as beasts go.
Just hand over your coin. I'll let you alone. I shan't let you get away. I shan't let you get away.
Tremendous work!
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
I will protect you.
run so fast. I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. It is our first time in this place. It was excellent.
Fear not, Arisen. I'll pull through. We might better observe our surroundings if we had a lantern. How's that?
Thank you. I did not mean to trouble
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
The monster seems to have dropped something.
Found ourselves a pat on the back.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
We'll manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we? This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find...
There, Master! Knackers! Keep your cast in order! You must stay clear of fire!
This is like a maze, how it loops back on itself. One could easily miss its secrets.
There's no use grumbling about it. Aught shall yield to a careful search.
Rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Unbelievable!
Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
can't wait to find out what's inside.
Just hand over your coin, and I'll let you alone.
I shouldn't like to take on any foe in these conditions. I'm apt to slip and fall with the enemy's sword.
Certain our enemy is likewise placed by the way. We defeated a fearsome foe and lived to tell the tale.
Fortune favors us, twould seem.
My magics are at your disposal. Treasure chest! My mistake. It is merely another spot for gathering material. This gloom has an eerie cast. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, private drinkers is one of these nice herb have many uses.
Protection!
I've got a good feeling about this one.
My magics are at your disposal.
You'll never...
If 'tisn't the Arisen, well, I'm faring just fine. In fact, I've done it! See? All that's left is to get this to the forge outside the cave. I hope you're ready, Arisen, as there's not a moment to spare.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop.
You too? I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Tis still scalding hot. Let's strive to keep it that way. We're nearly there now. Tisn't looking good. The hammer's lost near half its heat.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
We've made it out at last. Good on. Right, now to do what I came here for. Then it's back to the smithy.
What manner of treasures will I find today? Oh, I can scarce wait to find out.
It seems they bear us ill will. Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
A resounding success.
Arisen! Are you all right?
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and leave them out here, if the Arisen would permit it.
That's just what I was thinking.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
The thrill of discovery never gets old. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Fancy a gander? I've weapons to sell. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind. To pack up and leave.
Much obliged. Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
I wish I knew.
I've wept. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind. Pack up and leave. What with the volcano growing more
Much obliged. You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
You know, so I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Always a pleasure.
Fancy a gander? I've weapon. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and... leave. What with the volcano growing more much obliged.
Suppose I can always run.
Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to... pack up and leave. What with the... volcano growing more... much obliged.
Well met. What are you up to? You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath the blanket of...
There are worse things than turning in early, My temporary I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Look, Arisen! A ballista!
It is a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get heat. There's still that thing go to waste.
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I'll save you!
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend. find out what's inside.
Allow me. I would gladly be of aid of you.
I shall lead the charge! Nowhere else have we experienced such a deluge.
We cannot hope to wait it out. We must press on.
As we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Its spell will empower you with elemental weapons. We must be really down on our luck to get caught out in such a damn...
We can push through a bit of rain, surely.
materials, eh?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true. At any rate, is your pack not overburdensome? Ugh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
My magic asps! Mine, they do not poison you! Well done! With this, my magic is yours to wield! We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Masterfully done!
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
A roaring success! Shall we return to the smithy and see how Sarah fares? I know the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
¿Qué pasa, Vic?
Right. Just did anyone else see that? Or
Tenemos
catch
estos en
the
batería,
light?
joder.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Es que como un objeto por aquí, pero es que no sé dónde está. Paso.
means you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
Here we strike with lightning's might.
Cojones,
The Arisen is stricken with frostbite.
No sé por qué marca ahí como...
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Y aquí ya se acaba esto, ¿no?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Bother! There's no getting through here just now. We shall have to take the long way round.
I am sorely disappointed.
Guapo, vas. Sí, crees que puedo retroceder.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all toys.
You bird-brained buffoon!
Brocker! Sorry,
There's no time for apologies, girl. We've got to get that blade on the anvil, lest the blaze hammer's treatment be for naught. You're the first apprentice of mine with the gumption to do aught like this. You got the blaze hammer work done, but the hardest part's what comes next. I'll walk you through what's needed. Though I dare say, you've proven yourself this day, Sarah. You're the one fit to carry on my techniques, and this...
come in, Brocker.
Ok, me dices. Sí, sin problema.
Hi, Arisen. Here it is. Your Regalia soul. Brocker had me working on it for hours. Got nary a wink of sleep. But owing to that, I only hope you're pleased with it. 'Tis as much yours, so much has changed for me since you first brought that sword to the smith. I feel as if I'm finally on the path to becoming a blacksmith in my own right. Thank you, sir, for all you've done on my behalf.
¿Y la espada es buena? No sé. La verdad es que no sé. No puede equiparse como arma. ¿Cómo que? Tengo aquí un tesoro. El juego me debe quedar la hostia. Forma Roman. ¿Quién es Roman? sé ni quién es esa misión, es de hace 3000 días. Vale. Forma Roma.
This way, if you please.
Whatever am I to do?
How might I aid you, sir?
Tengo que ir por aquí. Joder, no sé si voy por la mitad. ¿Qué de niveles me quedan de...? Que me quiero ir.
Sorry, but I'm not taking any.
Hijo de puta.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
No me has dado nada, pero bueno.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. Can't let you on till you've paid.
Es que luego hay como otro... No sé. Una movida. Que no estoy haciendo todavía porque quiero tener nivel.
Suppose things can't always be my
En serio, me rompéis el carro.
Keep on like that, and you'll be done here soon enough.
Huzzah! You've done it!
This is your chance to prove your
How do you like that?
What are you up to?
These writings could be of import.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Have a look. Well met, sir. Need a room for the night?
Transmutación de alma. ¿Dónde estás?
Pleasure doing.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? Well, the choice is yours to make, Master, but let us speak with him. Yes, I know just where to find this person.
Follow. So, you seek go on through.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
It seems fate has seen fit to reunite us.
La tienes completada, macho. Golem.
A well-organized pack is my...
I'm only glad to have proven
It will be an honor to serve by your side.
Ni uno, en serio.
I'm attentive and loyal. And prefer...
Over many fierce battles was our
Are you
bond.
fit to travel? Then
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has...
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy some. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask.
Falsificación. Joder.
Hope to see you again.
Y allí que me marca. Ah, sí, hombre, una misión de acompañarme a tu puta madre.
Well met.
Hope to see you again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
A ver. Esto lo doy.
This ox cart's... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Va por una vez ahora, vengo.
Suppose I better get to work.
How'd I end up leading the last night's scuffle?
I ain't got the foggiest.
Off we trot.
Where's the day calling me?
Now
Suppose I better get to work.
what work needs doing.
A ver. Sí, hombre.
Light your lantern,
Y me carga y me jode el carro.
It seems we have enraged our foes.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
Tis done. Thank you, Arisen. I'm overjoyed
¿Serio?
to have completed
¿Se ha
the task your
desenganchado?
master set for me.
No, no.
I like that.
¿Por qué no?
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to
Derrota.
assist.
Draco. ¿Qué es un Draco? Esta ya la he completado. Derrota no. Completa la de Kai.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? The Regalia sword is brilliant to behold, Master. I expect Sir Roman will be very pleased to see it.
¿Dónde está? Palacio, tío. ¿Dónde va Palacio? No llevo nada.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Might you spare me? Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times. As we live in.
Much obliged.
Wisdom to offer.
Days like this make me glad to Or you need me?
Right. Just follow me. The Regalia sword is brilliant to behold, Master. I expect Sir Roman will be very pleased to see it.
Sí, pero que tengo que ir a darle un ramo a esta señorita para que me
I'll bring you
misione.
straight to the one you seek.
Having trouble choosing, are we?
Sí, hombre, no me faltaba.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
I cannot deny that. Oh, how lovely. You know, many of our patrons yet there is something different. I lived a simpler life, but one man changed all. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Here I...
Bueno, ok.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Yo creo que puedo entrar sin problema.
So stiff after a day.
Sí, por aquí sí. Está Roman, tío.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I inquire as to what's become of the Regalia sword?
¿Por qué te voy a regalar la buena?
So this is how the sword looked in its glory days of yore. I thought the blade ought to be restored for its history, but seeing it like this, I feel it means something more. Pray,
Give my thanks to the blacksmith who repaired it. And you, Sir Arisen. You have breathed life anew into one of our kingdoms. I can imagine no worthier symbol of a sovereign's majesty. I await the day it shall adorn your noble hip with bated breath.
Hostia. Creo que este ya está, ¿no? Más, tengo que investigarlo. Creo que ya la he terminado esta. Que se la debo entregar. No me pone nada, ¿no? Joder. Pues no se la entrego.
Suppose I ought to. Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening.
Tis quiet about.
No sé si me faltará algo.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous.
I have no issue falling asleep.
Mierda, podía haber dormido en mi casa, pero con eso, joder.
The solution eludes me, but I'm sick.
'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our pack? And be off.
Ready to forge on?
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party?
Bueno, no me deja ningún regalo.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
What's this? Only pawns?
Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done.
Oh, it's cold out.
Fie, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper
Esto va a ser así.
What was that? Fie. Now I'm jumping in shadows.
We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back!
I have been waiting for you, husband.
Your risen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
¿Y estos qué hacen aquí?
What's the hold up? Get in!
How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking. You never answer, do you? Suppose you'll just have to listen then. You pawns are a queer lot. They say you'll do whatever the arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to hurt. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do, or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Batal. Did that scare you, baby, the mind? It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth of it anyhow. Not like I care. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to me.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
You going to fight back?
They may be undying, but they do seem to know.
They're just taking it.
As if I don't have enough.
Ball. Just like hitting a
That's it.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move! We're off!
On your knees, worthless vessels.
Best have a good look around. Well, you wouldn't want to overlook anything.
Wait. You're not a We've an intruder in our midst.
Naught I can do but wait for death.
I'm not much of a talker, me.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Why are you doing this, Arisen? I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Arisen?
Got any tales to liven up?
can't solve all your problems.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Tengo que ir a matar a Medusa.
I've got nothing for ye.
Esta tía no está aquí.
No harm can come of a bit of kind.
So stiff after a day at all. Salvation. It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Está la reina, me cago en mi...
Quiet here for my liking.
Still no luck. I knew you're acting up.
I must earn the people's faith.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Very well. I shall return.
Este.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Voy a llevarle otro ramo.
What about? Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times we live in.
Ahí había una cosa aquí que valía dinero. ¿Qué era? ¿Dónde está? ¿Está abajo? Estos.
Much obliged.
Buah.
Here's a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Ahora tengo que informar a este. Joder.
Welcome, and quality is what you need if you want. To survive.
Aquí me piden escama oscura. Pollo.
So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? Ugh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
I keep my prices.
My wares.
Where the bull?
Cojones.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
¿Y aquí cliente? ¿No puedo ver o qué? Puedo pasar perfectamente.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further.
You feel how?
I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. But I cannot simply end his life. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself, or so I'd sworn. But I've yet to find a single shred of... Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary... And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so... I suppose there is truly naught I can do, save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence, 3 days I will give you. I shall wait patiently, though not with...
Y salto por aquí.
What is it you want? You ought to be more clear.
Tengo 3 personas con las que hablar, ¿no?
We shall remain here.
'tis you. I thank you for coming to see me, but you have aught you wish to show me. What is it?
Hostia, que se lo puedo enseñar a este también. Esta misión, ¿a quién se lo tenía que entregar?
But of course, go to his manor come nightfall. Though I cannot be sure how 'twill aid us, I do believe there is more to that letter than we yet understand. I trust you will get to the bottom of it. And should you learn something, would you be so kind? No progress as yet, then. You have aught you wish to show me. What is it? A soldier. Wait. This handwriting. It couldn't be. Forgive me. I fear I was mistaken. I shall entrust this matter to Captain Brandt. Pray, call upon Patrick at his manor. I will tell him to expect company.
Patrick.
Should you learn something, would you be so...
Me voy, que no voy a estar en palacio por la noche.
When does my watch? It's obvious, ain't it?
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do you know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
Is there nothing to be done?
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous.
We must rest.
Joder, con dormir en casa ajena.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. It was an eventful
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcast, I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry... The staff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal, yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded, and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contempt. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawn? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. She would doubt. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. 'Tis most valuable. So pray, exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be.
At last! The score...
You have my fullest confidence. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, his fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter. Though, they're not like some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testament.
Pero que no hayan pasado dos.
Fine wares all.
Shall we make for the merchant quarter? And investigate the abodes of merchants with ties to Minister Allard? I know the way. Follow me.
Might as well take a look. Business could be better, but our weather... Stop by again soon.
Here at last.
What do you want?
That's one piece of evidence in hand. You might search for
Qué
more
difícil.
if you're so inclined, Master.
'Tis as you say. Regentkin Sven has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I'll teach him a lesson he will soon forget.
There's ought to be said. And quiet.
I don't mind to be social. I've too much to do. Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
Allah, long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his... Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and... Excellent. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and...
No sé si hay que hacerlo así, pero... No sé qué le pasa, hombre. Es que tengo que meter por aquí. No sé ni si ha salido. jauría de gente aquí.
Perhaps this will serve as evidence.
Will this take long? I'm terribly busy.
Yo también te digo que lo tuercen.
In case you haven't noticed, shops are closed.
This work's dreadful dull, and I get paid a pittance.
I'll bet this place has its share of secrets.
¿Dónde estás?
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. All that remains is to end that man's life with... I've no other tasks for you. This part... Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for... Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this?
Don't let him escape.
Y levantamos así a sangre fría.
Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard? Has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust.
Then come, Master. Let us
Y
put
eso
this
se queda
base.
ahí. ¿No?
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape should we both make it out of this unfettered. Let us meet at the Myrmicolian on the morrow. Till then...
Crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bride might avail us.
No matéis a la gente. ¿Por qué? Hijos de puta.
Did Lady Wilhelmina make good her escape? Mayhap we ought to look in on her at the Myrmicolian.
Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Pero ¿por qué os pegáis? Joder, se pegan con todo el mundo. Esto es tan fácil. Mandarlos a la mierda todos.
Did Lady Wilhelmina make good her escape? Mayhap we ought to look in on her at the Myrmicolian.
Pray, allow me to show you the...
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
I shall act of my own accord.
Ok.
You trying to piss me off.
Must you run so fast? I can
Cojones.
hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Welcome.
You have my fullest confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. 'Tis most valuable. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Fine wares all. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. What a delight. Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
A
crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable, for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Time was.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose. It would seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my baudelry will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party?